Okay guys, back to lesson 2 on integers, comparing and ordering integers, ensuring that you're able to understand that the larger a negative integer, the smaller it actually is. So negative 10 is smaller than negative 3, okay? It's a larger amount, but it's negative. So it's more small? I don't know. But, okay, so just make sure you're understanding that the larger the number is, if it is negative, the smaller the amount it actually is. The smaller the number actually is. Okay, if you're putting them in order. Okay, so for example, negative 12 is smaller than, less than, negative 3. And this is something that sometimes confuses kids when we're first learning about integers, because our experience with numbers before this meant that the number 12 was larger than 3. But this is 12, but it's in the negative. So you've lost more, okay? So you are taking away more. So it is smaller than this number. The same thing if you are comparing. Let's take the number negative 14, and let's take a number like 2. When we first are learning numbers and we're comparing, let's just pretend this is 14 and 2. Well, 14 is a lot larger than 2. However, this is negative 14. Negative 14 is a lot smaller than 2. Okay? So be careful with that. All right? Just make sure that you're understanding that. Okay, let's go back to our pages. We're on page 184. Math makes sense, level 7. Okay, circle the least integer in each set. So which one is the least, the smallest amount? So again, we have to remember what we just talked about. Think of those number lines. If you were to plot this on a number line, would it come really low down on your number line or really far to the left-hand side? Those are smaller numbers, okay? So let's think about this. Positive 12, positive 3, and positive 8. Which one is the least? Well, 3, okay? You do B on your own. C, negative 8, positive 8, negative 9, positive 9. Okay, so this is where you have to think about if you're on a number line. Okay, put in your 0, and we go to negative 8, negative 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 8, negative 9, and we have positive 8 and positive 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, positive 8, and positive 9. So there's all 4 of those integers listed up here on our number line. Which one is the least? This one, the one furthest to the left. Left, least. Think of the 2 L's. Ooh. Okay, so negative 9 is the winner or the loser. It's the least. Yeah. Okay, you're going to do D, E, and F all on your own. Okay, if you need to draw yourself out a number line, do so. If you need to draw it up and down, okay, if it has to be vertically, do it that way. Whatever way works for your brain, okay? That is the beautiful thing about math. There is so many ways to come up with the answer. Love it. Okay, 4, order the integers in each set from least to greatest. Okay, so again, we're going from the smallest amount to the largest amount. First things first, you're going to look for those negative integers. You know those are going to be some of the smaller numbers. Then you have to put those in order. Then you look for the positive numbers and you just put those in order. So let's take a look at this. 0, positive 8, negative 8. Okay. This one has that lovely benchmark, that neutral number of 0 for us. It's right in the middle. Okay, so now let's look for negative integers. We see -8. Okay, so you put down negative, we're ordering from least to greatest, yes. So -8, then 0, then +8. Okay, I'll do B with you. -5, +2, -9. So let's look at our negative numbers first. We have -5 and -9. Okay, which one is smaller? Okay, so you have to think about using, if you need to use your number line, I'm going to go up and down here vertically this time. 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9. There's -9. Here's -5. 9 is smaller than 5. Okay? -9, -5, +2. Okay, another way you can think about it is if you think temperature, what's colder? -9 or -5? -9 is colder. If you have spent money, when have you spent more? If you've spent $9 or if you spent $5? Okay? Okay, you can do the rest on your own there. This one, make sure you're reading this one properly. It says order the integers in each set from greatest to least. So this one you have to go backwards. You're starting with the largest number and then you're going down to the smallest amount. Okay? So let's take a look at one like, let's do C. I'll do C with you. So we are going from greatest. So if we're looking for greatest first things first, look for your positive numbers. So we have +2, -7, -18. Okay, the greatest number here is going to be +2. Then, now we have to think, what would be next greatest? Okay, so think about it. What is, okay, +2 is warm. Then of these next two temperatures, -7 and -18, which one is the warmest of the two? Well, -7. And then -18. Or if you think money-wise, if you've spent $7 or you've spent $18, in which situation did you spend less money? Okay, -7. -18 is spending more. You're going further into the hole. Okay, so you guys can work on the rest of those to get on your own. And number 6, Martina ran a floor hockey tournament. She calculated a team's point difference by subtracting their goals against from their goals scored. So she takes how many goals were scored against them, okay, and she subtracts that from however many goals they got. So if they got 4 goals, but the other team scored 5 on them, okay, if they had 4, they got 4 goals, but now it says that they subtract their goals against from their goals scored. So goals scored was +4, goals against was 5. So if you're at 4 and you have to go down by 5, I'm going to use this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 4. We're at +4. But we are decreasing. We're subtracting 5. So we go back 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more for to decrease by 5. So if this is 0, now we're on the other side. This is -1. Okay? -1. Okay, so here we have the team name, the athletes, and Their point difference was -2. Okay, so they scored 2 less goals than their opponents did against them. The Blasters were +9, so they have a good plus minus, as we call this. The Champions, -18. Yikes. Okay, that means their opponents outscored them by 18 goals. The Dolphins, +18. They scored 18 more goals than the other teams. The Eagles, +7, and the Firebolts, -14. Okay, so mark each point difference on the number line. Okay, so here's the number line. Now we're going to just plunk these in here. So -2, -1. Oh, this little dash is gone here for some strange reason. -2 is 1. +9, you go here. Oh, I see. They're just making this tricky for you. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, +9. -18, again, you go here. If you have to put in the dash for -18, plunk it in. Where does -18 go? Which team had the lowest point difference? Okay, so you look up here. Which one had the lowest point difference? Okay, and so there you have there. This tells you your point differences. Okay, which one had the lowest point difference? Okay. And that looks like that's it for comparing and ordering integers. Just remember, when you are comparing and ordering them, think about where they go on a number line. The further to the left, the lower they are. To the left, lower. 2 L's together. Remember that. As they go further up to the right, the higher they are. If you like to do your number lines up and down vertically, same thing. Think about that. If they're low down on a number line, they're a low number. The lower they are, the lower the number. The higher they are, the higher the number. Okay, guys, take care. And again, if you have any questions, send me a message. All right, bye, guys.